Hey guys, this is my guide to Condi NG in the Vale Guardian fight. The footage in the background is from a kill I posted on YouTube a couple of weeks ago now. There'll be a link in the description and at the end of the video. I'll be pointing out moments of interest and specific things you can do as an NG throughout the kill attempt. So here we go. So when first entering the fight, I like to use incendiary ammo in blowtorch and then other DPS skills while the boss is moving. Once the boss has stopped moving, use napalm on the flamethrower, which deals a load of damage to the boss while it's standing still. Like many classes, NG does the most damage to targets that stand still in their AoEs as much as possible. When greens appear, you'll want to run into them as an NG. If there are seekers in the way, you have several skills that you can use to reposition or stop them from moving towards you. The best skill for this is air blast in flamethrower to push a seeker away from you, but you also have big old bomb if you need to, which is good when you're against multiple seekers. Stopping a seeker from getting to the green can also be done by using glue shot and pistol 5 or glue bomb in close quarters. When you're in the greens, your healer should be healing, but you can also use healing turret for a quick burst heal. If you don't know the trick, you should press your heal skill to activate the turret, and then again for its cleansing burst, followed by using your first toolbox skill to detonate it, and blast the water field that you just created. That gives a good amount of burst heal. You should also be careful not to overheal and waste your turret before the green actually hits, so waiting until after the green hits is a good idea. You have a few other ways to heal as well as NG, but I'll talk about them later on. I just want to point out a mistake I made here where I cast napalm in a place where the boss clearly wasn't going to stand for very long, so I lost out on all the damage that napalm would have given me. This is the kind of situation where you might want to use big old bomb to push back 3 seekers at once, but it wasn't too important here because they're about to despawn. When you get to the face as an NG, you want to head to red. If there's currently a green, don't stay in it for too long because you might get attuned to the wrong colour, and that messes up quite a lot. In that case, you might want to ask others to get into the green instead of you, so you can move to red. Once you get to the red pillar, I like to put down my healing turret. The passive healing is useful, and it will give you some good CC at the end of the fight. Napalm and blowtorch are very good here, so prioritise those skills along with any other burning skills, but make sure not to use them before the boss is vulnerable, as otherwise the skills just won't work. Sometimes seekers will target you. Avoid them as much as possible or draw them away from the others, but don't be afraid to CC them as they do a lot of damage. For CC at the end, I like to use big old bomb just before you deplete its health. Then after it gets the break bar, detonate your turret and use air blast. Then use soft CC afterwards if necessary. If you and the other Condis are low, you can cast Elixir Shell, Mortarkit 5 to give a water field. You can blast this with Orbital Strike or use the projectile finisher in Mortarkit 1 to give regen. After the phase, you'll want to front load some DPS onto the boss, as you'll likely have to move away from the green that will soon spawn. Like at the beginning of the fight, I like to use incendiary ammo and blowtorch and other damage skills until the boss stops moving. I then use napalm. The green usually spawns soon after. When the boss gets the break bar, if you're in the green, watch the AoEs at your feet as they do a lot of damage, but you can still help the break bar by using soft CC. Mortarkit 3 and 4 work at long range for this. If you're close to the boss, you can use big old bomb, detonate healing turret and air blast. Just be careful with using air blast as you may need it for seekers soon afterwards. When you're at extreme range like this, you want to be using Mortarkit to damage the boss. It does less damage than your other skills, but those don't work at this kind of range, and some DPS is better than no DPS. The rest of the fight is essentially the same, with the second split into the final phase. As an NG, you'll want to keep heading to the greens while avoiding possible blues and doing as much damage as possible in the meantime. Ensuring the green doesn't wipe the raid is your top priority here, and damage comes second. So that's the end of this guide. I've covered a few things that I think are important as an NG to the fight. If you want to watch the boss kill that the background video is from, click the annotation or the link in the description. If you have any other tips that I missed out, leave a comment. Other than that, thanks for watching and good luck in your own raids.